What's good, Gma fam? It's your girl, that grandma, the old lady gamer, and we are back. Hope all is well with you. Now let's get into this video.
Kribalorts. Krimlak. Brukama.
Stealing the Warlord's gold. Objective: enter Dong Ho's treasure trove, find the relic, and deliver it to, y'all don't even say, probably deliver it back to him to receive the ancient coins. That's a first. The name that belongs in here, who I'm supposed to deliver it to. Okay, not a problem. Stand on the pressure plate. Use the stairs, sis. All right, there's some coins right there. And again, the rug marks the location to inspect, plus the different color in the wall paint. That's a clue. There are no other locations on this floor, just this one. Let's go through the door. Collect this loot. Collect the coins. Collect the bag of money. And let's read the note here on the wall. The note says, the floor below holds the most prized treasure. It is a fortress that only the boldest of adventurers will be able to gain entry to and overcome. Signed, Dong Ho. Okay. You've met the adventurer. Let's go through this door. And we're going to walk down this long hall to get to this door. Another long hall. We're coming to put the key into this keystone on this wall. We're gonna go through this door. But once she gets in this door, excuse me, I'm gonna have, I'm gonna close these doors because they will come downstairs and get caught up in the millions of traps that are down in this tomb. This tomb had, remember that there's still a market. That first tomb is over here. The first tomb we came through was over here. And it's this floor right here. Wasn't but one trap. It's way over here in this corner. This tomb is going to show you why it wasn't no need for traps over there. Let's use the stairs. There are traps everywhere in this tomb. And I mean everywhere. Let's read that. Says, fool, you are no warrior. You will not be able to overcome my traps. I look forward to meeting your ghost. The very first trap. Remember footprints? The very first trap is right here. Do not let her go way up here and miss this trap. There's no trap there. It's right here. if she steps into it, so soon as the footprints change on that car into a cog, inspect. Otherwise, she'll walk into the trap. Let's disarm this trap. Okay, now we can go through this door. All right, this is the map. And it's filled with traps. You can see all of these traps over here. There's traps, these 2 traps here. There's 2 traps there. 2 traps here, 2 traps here. There's traps on the walls as well as on the floors. There's traps inside these rooms. So, yeah. And we still haven't opened up all of this big gap right here. So everything we are doing here is going to lead us up to these 4 crescent key spots. They're going to remove these traps, but that's what we're doing right now. We're trying to find the 4 crescent keys. So we're looking everywhere. Everywhere. I say that again. Look everywhere. Inspect and disarm. Or she can attempt to cross. Let's do the attempt to cross. I don't usually do the attempt to cross. It disarms the trap. If she would have got caught, that'd have been the sleeping arrows. That's a trap there. If you see one here, there is one there. And one reason why I had closed those 2 doors is to keep from having to disarm every trap. Now, if you are going through the adventure journal and have tomb stats, have disarmed all of the traps, she can disarm them. If you disarm 10 traps, she can now disarm 80% faster. If she dived in 10 wells, she's diving 80% faster. And if she's excavated more than 10 pounds, she's excavating 30% faster. But you know she got that Pangu axe that is one hit. She don't have to keep hitting with the regular pickaxe. Okay, so we've disarmed that. The first place we can go is in this room. And remember, we are looking for the crescent keys. All right. There is a trap right there. Let's disarm. Okay, she can pick up these coins. She can sleep there if she was sleepy. And there's our first crescent coin. Crescent keystone. All right. So we can go into this door. Long as she goes straight from this door to that door, she won't get caught in a trap. And we're looting everything. Now this one room don't have any traps in it. But there's a lot to collect. There's a lot of bottles of nectar. So you have to keep an eye on the floor, as well as looking at these nectar stands. Some will have nectar on it that she can collect. Open this door. Go through the door. Again, the bottles of nectar. Here's one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bottles of nectar to collect in this room. On the floor, 7 bottles on the floor. Then she'll take the nectar out of the nectar stands. She can taste this one, but not take it all. Taste here, taste here. She can take all from here, take all from here. And we need to change her clothes so that she can dive in the well. Explore.
Tazupa.
Okay. It says she found a crescent key in the bottom of here. It can be used on matching keystone panels to unlock things. So we got 2 crescent keys on us. There's one there and the one she got out the other room. All right. There is coins here. Uh-oh. I want to get the wall up just to make sure there is nothing behind the wall. I've never noticed there to be anything behind these. And when you click on them, you can't push them or pull them. So we're just going down here to get these coins. But following the floor panel, there is a trap there. Inspect. She walked into the trap. Y'all seen? Just soon as it changed, I told her to inspect. Singed. Sims find it unenjoyable to be electrocuted, especially because it may stop their heart. Until this wears off, Sims should steer clear of future potential electrifying activities. That wasn't my fault. And it's still active. So let's first tell her to use a shower and a can. We're going to have her use 2 of them just to get her back to looking normal. Use another one, please. Oh, she didn't. Eat a morsel. Make sure your hunger is good. All right. Can we disarm this? Can't. Attempt to cross. Collect the loot. All right, let's go over here and inspect around this corner. She walked right into it. That's the sleeping thorns. Believe me, I'm not telling her to walk into it. She doing that stuff. Attempt to cross. Attempt to cross this one. All right, we ain't got to worry about them again. Inspect this. Okay, she pulled a lever. And I heard it. Let's inspect it again. Because sometimes even after you inspect and pull the lever, there's loot. Okay, nothing. All right, I can tell you right now, there is another trap. Right there. And there is another trap over here. We need to get to this loot and this hole in the wall. Okay. We're going to tell her to inspect right there at the edge. Disarm. Okay. Inspect. Disarm. Inspect. Disarm. Inspect. This is going to disarm the other trap. Collect the loot, please. And now she can go into this door. There is a trap in this room, right about there. We're going to avoid it. Collect this loot. Collect this loot. It's usually a water trap. And we need to collect that crescent key. Go here. Go here. Go here. Collect the loot. All right. Go here. All right. We're going all the way over to here, and we're going to inspect or disarm. All right. And we need to disarm that one too. Because if you walk close to it and trigger it, inspect. All right, what was that? Hold it. She found 36 ancient coins in that hole. I need to use her laptop to get rid of the 21 or I'll be clicking for days. With the NROS mod, go to NROS, master controller, town, clear notifications, remove all of them, and all 21 are gone. That's why your sim need to carry a laptop while in World Adventures. Ooh, go through this door. This room is a little tricky. This room is in two parts. This is an exit because you can't do nothing in here. There's a wall here that's triggered with this floor trap. So we have to go around here, past some floor traps, as you can see. The cog, floor, shoes, trap here, trap there, shoes, that's a trap, shoes, there's a trap, there's a trap. So if you know how to get them to walk around them, you can try that. But if they haven't achieved their mastered the disarming and finding, go through the process. So we got to get her around here. There's another wall entrance here that will get her into this room with the loot and the floor trap. And then we can do a teleport. No, a Zen port. Now I'm gonna show you where all the traps are, but we're gonna do the Zen port first, and then I'll show you where the traps are coming back out, the entire process. So we're gonna have her meditate in this room. She got more than enough room for meditating. And that's what she wanted to do, was meditate. That's the music. Once she elevate, I could Zen port her over here, and we can get all of that done without even triggering not one trap. But because I said I was gonna show y'all all the things, I'm gonna show y'all all the things. Let's collect the loot. Open this chest. Open that chest. Collect that loot. Open that chest. Stand on the pressure plate. That's the first chest. Take out, that's the second chest. Get your sim up to level 5 in karate skills, martial arts skills, and then they can meditate. Take all. Stand on there. In that room is another crescent key. Now instead of meditating to come back around, there's that's the third crescent key right there. I'm gonna have her open up this wall back here, the door that you will walk through after making it through the traps. We're gonna go around through the trapped area, and then go in the room and collect the loot.
Oh, Kuko. Jinraska.
You can Zen port your sim through the entire map, as long as you know where you teleporting them to, that you're not about to teleport them into a trap. Let's go through this door. Now over here is another door. Go through this one. Let's collect the loot. Clear the rubble. Clear that rubble. There's loot behind the rubble. And then that's a standing casket to... Your sims can actually sleep inside those. Okay, collect this loot. And I believe that is the... Hold on. Oh no, that's just a relic. Yeah, that's just a relic. I thought it was the tomb key for this tomb. Let's look inside. Some more coins. All right. So now now I'm going to show you where the right here. Inspect. There are none all through here. No, just right in these pressure points where you can't walk through. She can't walk down. She got to walk through the middle. Disarm.
Rainbow flip.
All right. Inspect. Disarm.
Lion. Kishna.
Aku.
Disarm. Try it again.
Nakaya.
Okay. Inspect. Disarm. All right. So here's a wall thing right here. Inspect that. So if you're coming through this way, avoid this. Take your sim around it if you can. Watch the feet. Take them around it. Make sure they don't step into it. Click on this, and she would have disarmed all of the rest of the floor plates in this area. That's one reason why I had to come in the other way. Now let's come in here. Let's collect this loot on these stands. Collect that. Collect that. A jewel. A crescent key. And a bag of coin. A bag of money. All right. Go over here, insert a keystone. Insert keystone. Insert keystone. Insert keystone. She gotta have 4 to get all 4 of these traps gone. Stand on that one. It disarmed the trap. It disarmed that trap there. Stand on this. It disarmed the flame traps. So these were water traps. As you can see, flames, 2 sets of electrical traps, and 2 sets of darts. And they one behind another, so your sim can't just attempt to cross one because they'll get trapped by the second one. But your sim can Zen port from down here all the way down here. The water will still be in their way. Okay, that got them. So now she got to come down here. Let's move this. Let's pull this. We need to get in that door, and the door has a chain on it. Pull this one far. All right. Oh, stop. Stop. Should have said just pull. Push that one. Let's push that one on top of this pressure plate in order to unlock the door. It unlocked. Let's go through the door. And in this room here is the treasure. It is, just put the walls up. This is how it actually looks with all of the walls up. So there's 3 rooms here, 3 rooms here. She got to go through all 3 rooms to collect all of the loot. Collecting all the bags of coin. Open up this chest. Collect the loot on this stand. This vase. That loot there. Another vase. Or vase, however y'all pronounce it. Or vase. One more item over there. All right, let's get these coins. We don't have to worry about any traps right now. We made it through the maze. Then we'll go in this room and open this chest. And then go in that room and open that chest. I don't know why this little border thing is in there, but
Maybe.
this is the item. That's the family treasure that she came to get. But this is the item that tells that we've been through this tomb. No, here it is. That's the that's what you gotta turn in. No? Wait a minute. Where's the... Hold on. Where's the relic that show that we've been through this tomb? That's the one. That's the one. Oh, this. Yeah, that was the one in that small room we was in. The Dong Ho's treasure trove. That's where we at now. So behind this stand right here is the item to inspect to get out of this room. We could take it all the way back through the spot, but if any of the things that we did not disarm, she'll trigger them. Plus,
Huh.
there's something over here we need to get at.
Huh.
Go through this door. Taking my cursor across the floor to make sure we don't walk into anything. We need to clear that treasure and clear that rubble because there's a chest right there. All right. So, usually I don't move these because here are the stairs to get out of here. But because this one, you can move this one, you can move this one. These two, you can move them. Why, I don't know. But we can really find out. Us gonna find out. Pull. Okay. When we moved them, I don't see nothing that has changed. Can we move this one? No, we can't move that. We can't move that. So what would be the reason for moving these? I don't know. She can clear this rubble, but the rubble must be a trigger for something that'll pop up on the wall. Because I've never moved those, I've never seen anything pop up on the wall. Okay. Nothing here. Nothing to inspect. Push. Nothing.
Snark.
Push far. There are no more traps. At least not that I know of. Nothing is triggered. And just for my kicks and giggles, I'm hitting the shift key, buy on lot to disable to see what these trigger. They don't trigger anything. If they did, there would be a line showing why moving those are necessary. And I pull these out. There's nothing up against the wall to inspect because sometimes they're hiding stuff behind the wall. Okay, so there's nothing. Nothing triggered to that. Nothing attached to that. Okay, so once you get your chest, I did that for those who say, oh, you can move those. And look what I tell you. Look what I tell you. So she came because we triggered this opening through here. The stairs appeared. Remember, she walked behind these stairs to get some coins that were here. These stairs was not here. This little girl gonna go down there and get trapped. I'm not worried about it. At this point, I don't even care. What I can do is look. Mama done already came down, so she came down. Lock that door for everybody. So now y'all can't do nothing. And I believe that's an in-Ross thing where I can lock the door. And another thing I could do is, after I tell her, I could close this. She got closed in. Why y'all got a CC backpack on this lady? Tell my girl to use the stairs and go upstairs. And I'm gonna reset these monsters. Advance. Reset the sim. Yes. Pause. I need to go down here and reset the little girl. Advance. Reset sim. Yes. All right. Our girl is here. Use the stairs. And deliver the treasure. Like I said, I knew it was going to be to him. Why they didn't have his name in the list, I don't know. So if anybody come down these stairs now, this don't have a door on it, but I locked the wall is closed. That door is closed. They'll just be walking in here. Come back up the stairs. Can we lock that door for everybody? And we're going to close this and make sure ain't nobody behind it. Okay. So now if they come down in this tomb, they not going nowhere. And there she is heading off to where she got to go. She's delivering the treasure. At last, I'm speechless, truly. The word is thought, not though. I never thought I'd see this piece return to its rightful place in my home here. I want you to have the rest of the treasure found, which was some cash and whatever else I found while I was down there. You have more than earned it. Cherie has earned 120 ancient coins, 160.
Hey baby, thank you for watching this video. And if you like this content, please smash the like button. Yeah, that like button. And subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for helping this channel grow. And Grandma love you. Bye-bye.